excuse me. Alright, this one, I'm going to do a curve. This is just picking up right where I left off on the other one. That way you can kind of, I was supposed to name that one saturation or something, and I forgot to. Anyway, this one is going to be named curves. I hope I name this video appropriately. Anyway, okay, I'm going to go over here to curves, to the adjustment layer right there, and I'm on that right there, which it doesn't matter right now. Click there and go to curves. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not going to show you, you know how usually I go to threshold. I might as well do that, so it'll be all in one. Alright, I'm going to go to the darkest area. Go over here to the eyedropper tool. Put it in right in there. Hit the shift key and click with your left deal. You got the darkest area selected there. Go back up to layers. Double click on this. Grab the slider and go all the way, not all the way over, because see how there's nothing to click on. Alright, now see that white spot on his cheek? Get the shift key, hold it down, and left click, and there it goes. It clicks into there. Okay, now I'll just leave that there in case I mess up. That gets you to your darkest right here and your lightest right there, your brightest. Now I'm going to click on curves down here on adjustment layers. Go down to curves. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and color balance it. Okay, there's my black. I apologize for those pop-ups. There's something weird with this program. Free program. This is the black. I'm going to go over here to the black, and just with my left mouse, I don't have to use a key. I'm just going to click there, and you saw that slight change, I hope. I'll do it again. Okay, I'm going to click there and watch the background. See how it kind of changed? Okay, I got the black done. Now I'm going down to the white. See there it says sample an image to set white point. That's what we're doing. We'll click on that. Go over here to it doesn't have to be dead on. It doesn't fit anyway. And just left click, and that brightened it right up. It's a little bit much. It's almost, blown out. Okay, now we're going to set that gray point. Click on that, and then I use Control Spacebar, and that gives me this magnifying glass. Now you can come over here and use this over here if you want to, but I use shortcuts. And I'm going to go to an area like right in here. It's kind of already gray anyway. I want to blow it up to where I can really see a good gray. See, that's a little yellow, and that's a little red. That's just about right. You want a neutral gray. Actually, this looks real good. Do that, and it kind of yellowed it up. We'll see. Okay, now I'm hitting Control Alt in spacebar. I'm holding two keys down with one finger, and then it makes it to where it will reduce the magnifying glass. I mean, see it there, and then I use all three keys and there. So I know, I'm just telling you. You can always go over here. Alright, so I'm going to do a eyeball back and forth, on and off on the change I just made. You can see it kind of made it more vibrant, and the colors balanced. It looks like there's a film over it right now, and then you just lift the film off. So okay, we got that done. I just want to show you this. On your curves, these squares are big. You see what I just did? I'm holding the Alt button down, and with any key, not any key, any of these tools, it doesn't matter. Over here it doesn't matter. I click that, and why that's there is it's because these are important points right there. There's a 1 quarter, another quarter, another quarter, so 4 quarters make a whole. So what this is right here, not this, not that line, but these points. That right there is your called a quarter tone. This is all done using tones. The old half tone and all the tones you have in a photograph, gray to white to black, or white to gray to black. That's what this is. So that's quarter tone right there. Now watch, it's not doing it. I guess I'd have to do it before I said it. Well, I was going to say, when you do this, it used to show you where it was. Anyway, there's something I'm missing here. I'm already screwing up. That's a quarter tone. Quarter tone would be something that's kind of a medium color. Maybe that gray right in there. Here, thank you. This is your half tone. This is your 3/4 tone, and this is 100%. So you got quarter, half, and 3/4. And 3/4, if you move it here, it's going to move the dark end of it. Okay, and up here, it's going to move the light end of it. Now I'm getting rid of my. You can hold Control Alt. It's not doing it. Oh, this is what I was wanting to show you. See that? See up here? Watch this. See that? That, I clicked that up there. I forgot. You didn't used to have to click a deal. It used to just do it. Anyway, white, you see, is way up there in the corner. Black is way down in that corner. So in the middle, I mean, see, that's a 3/4 tone right in there, what we were messing with on that duck cheek. And then you come down, see, that's almost, you can keep messing around to its half tone. And then come over here to a quarter tone. Watch, it'll get to a quarter tone there. So that, what you can do here, like, see, if you wanted to move this area or make a difference between that and this, you'd hold that, this eyedropper, hold it and move it there. And what I do is I put points on the other end I don't want to move, like here, and you can just move that area you want to move. Now see how it's affecting this? It's affecting other stuff, but that's what masks are for. Anyway, see, if I didn't want such a harsh white against that gray, I can tone that down. But or if I wanted it more. That's what that's, you just make a slight move. I mean, it doesn't really need one, I'm just showing you. And then if you want to get rid of these, you just grab it and throw it away. Grab it and just sling it. I don't even know how to do it the real way. So I've been doing this so long. But let me, I'm getting out of this completely. I'm going to throw it away and I'm going to start again. I'm going to go to curves because I want you to see this. Okay, I'm going to press the Alt key, hold it down, and click that. Now see, I don't have just quarter tones anymore, which can be helpful, like what I was just showing you. But here, see, if you want to make some moves in here, but you don't want to affect the dark, you'll put a point there, put a point here, and a point here. Actually, you wouldn't, because this right in here is going to be right in here, not up here. But anyway, watch. You can move this slightly. See, look at this white right here. While I move this, see up here, I'm going to move this to the left. Now look at that over on the neck. See, it's just moving mostly that white. Or if I want to move down this way, which you never do, see what that does? That flattens it out so bad. You can do it maybe one point to get a little bit of get rid of the glare, the blaring white. So anyway, I put it back in its normal spot. And conversely, I can drag this up here somewhere. Just kind of try to keep that diagonal line straight. And I'll grab this dark end, and I want to affect it. I want to lighten it over here, like in here. And I use this all the time. And I'm just going to, like say, I'm going to lighten stuff, like to get the colors to show better in here. I'll lighten that just a little. Actually, I would be more up here. I'd bring it here and I'd go kind of like that. I'd actually get rid of that, or try to. Alright. I would just kind of move that. But anyway, that's, you know, that's not going to be something you're going to be delving into just immediately. But that's what curves is all about, kind of. It's just like, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. Now let me show you a real easy, super easy, on a normal, this is a fairly good photograph. It really not a lot was wrong with it. So it really just needs a contrast move. And it doesn't, because I've already done all this, but I'm just going to show you. You can come up here. Let me do a, just real quick, I'm going to do just a curve on its own. And I'm going to make it kind of dingy. Right there. Okay, just play like I never made it dingy. I just got a UPS deliver. I don't know what it was. Anyway, you grab this up here and watch. Watch how the image comes alive. But you don't want to blow this out. So, you know, you only go so far. You don't pull it down. You never do that. That'll flatten it all out. And don't grab it here. Well, wait a minute. You don't grab it here. Don't do that. Grab it by this end point. And you can do that. And you can brighten up a picture. And then at the same time, you can come down here. And really, it's giving it a couple of points. See this? It tells you the input. You know, like 4 points. And this one up here is going to be over here. Now, let me tell you, this 255 means pure white. Down here, 0 is pure black, just so you know. And it'll show you here what the medium is, which is about 130, something like that. I don't even know. I don't remember. Oh, it's 128. It is. Anyway, oops. So you never go very far, not unless, like the background, if you really wanted that really bright or whatever you're doing, but you have the option to do that rather than do this. This is an overall move. This right here is mostly just the highlight in. And again, you put points here to keep it from moving. And you can move it without affecting the rest of it. Now if you go too far, watch what happens. It'll start bending. Now look at the crazy looking colors that's going to happen when I bend it. See? You go way too far. And that happens on the other end too. So anyway, I just want you to know that there are things that you can do you know, to get things done. I use this every day I use something. You know, I use it. Okay, just for the fun now, I'm going to go here again, go to the black, and I'm going to go over here to the black. I'm going to color correct that, go down to white, go over here to this, hit that, go to the gray, and I'm going to hold the control space bar and go over here until I find a real pretty gray. I'll just use this one for this time. It kind of yellowed it up a little bit, but it's balancing the color. And you can choose another gray and it'll make a little bit of difference. So there you go, back and forth. You know, one's bright. And remember also right in here on the neck, It's almost blown out, but it's not. Let me show you what info does, this info tab. This info, I was telling you that white and RGB, white is 255 and black is 0. All right, there. Now look up right here under RGB. This is CMYK, that's 4-color. But we're interested in this. Now see, you see if it's blown out. If there's a pure white there, see that 255 right up here? Well, you see the 238, 237, and 254? 237 is what it is now. It was 254. So it was blown out. And I saved it. In the print world, if something was 255 blown out, we could make it 252 and it would be acceptable to print. And on the other end, if it was 3 instead of 0, that's acceptable to print. You don't want it 100% black or 100% white. You don't want it 100% anything. Not unless it's called spot color, like if you're doing an ad and there's like a you know, a dollar sign or something, they want it in red. That's different. But I'm talking about a photograph. And I'm not going into all this because, I mean, that's I want you to look up here. Our customers used to say, all right, we need you to balance that red eye out. It's too red. So what we would do is come in there and curves and go up in here and change each color to, we'd move up, let me go back. We'd go, now look up here. But right here, we would go up there where it says 160, 171. We would move it a couple of points, maybe 5, just depends on what it needed. And then we would do all colors, and we would do all, then they say this is just too brown, we want it golder. So they would sometimes say that we'd have what's called a proof. A proof is something that the customer has looked at and marked up. He said, we want minus yellow on this, we want a little more blue on this. So we had 4 colors to deal with, like up here. So that's what we dealt with. And anyway, you know, we had to go through all these numbers. And if you're really good at it, you don't even need a monitor to do this. You just need this. You don't need the picture. I mean, I know it's hard to believe, but you do it by numbers. That's, you know. Anyway, it's all by numbers. But now I never use CMYK. I don't print in CMYK. My printer doesn't print in CMYK. I don't print. I deal in this. And so anyway, I think that's about all I was going to show you. This right here, that's nothing. That's just, you can see, draw your own curve, and why would anybody want to do that with that stupid pencil? I don't know. And you know what these are, and I showed you what this is. See, look up here, remember? That can come in handy to you when you're learning. It tells you what's what and where to press. You can actually see that I pressed it and put a point there. Pressed it right here. Let me get some places. Right there, and it put a point there. So if you know where to put the points, and then you can click on it, you know where you need to adjust it. With those little points, using this tool right here, you can do a lot. Like right there, I think, man, I just need a little bit, so I'm gonna put a point there. Well, actually, see that right there is way up there in the pure white, right up almost 97. So like right in here. See, I can grab it and say, I want a little bit, you know. It's actually moving. There's a difference there. It's down to 237 now. Anyway, that's just some more to confuse you. But that's all that's going to be on this one. I was just going to kind of go over that. I might make another one too. You'll never know. We'll never know. Thank you and good night.